It's something about that dark skin. I just think as a whole, I think we need to learn better verbiage when it comes down to our preferences, because okay, with me for instance, I'm gonna expose myself. Okay, one thing about me is that I really something about a chocolate man, like, not, it's something about that dark skin and the white teeth. I don't know. It's something about a dark-skinned man that really makes my toes pop, lock, and drop it. I don't know. My man, okay, is dark-skinned, and he know how I feel about that dark skin. Okay, I've seen some gorgeous brown-skinned men. Okay, and then Drake. Now he ain't gonna like this, but he knows this. Drake is my number one heartthrob. Okay, so I love all kinds of black men, but the darker he is, the more. So I obviously have a preference. It is not even a preference. It's like I love all black men, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, I've seen some gorgeous as chocolate men, and maybe it's because in the past they weren't appreciated enough, or maybe it's because that's in the back of my head somewhere where I can't even hear it, but it's like there, because knowing me, I love the underdog. I love the underdog story. I can appreciate the spoiled. I can appreciate whatever's on the opposite side of underdog. I love some of those stories, but I love an underdog story. So I don't know, maybe that's problematic for me, or to other people. I don't feel like it's problematic, because when I do hear men say, or people say, or whatever, that, oh, I love a light skin, I need me a light skin, it's problematic to me. I don't hear them say women are gorgeous, women are queens, women are, God really, what I'm saying, when God made woman, I don't hear that. I hear, oh, I need me a light skin with good, pretty hair. And while there's nothing wrong with having a preference or what you enjoy to look at, and nothing wrong with that, it's like, and it don't even make me say, what about this or what about that? Like, I'm past that point. I'm matured past that point, because I know I'm lit in my own right. Like, I know I'm lit. So it just makes me look at that person like, what I'm saying, you got your own issues. And it also, like, because it's hard to say. It's very hard to say, because it's like, how you want to tell a person about their preference? My whole thing about preference, though, is have your preference, but you have to find a tactful way to express that. Because if you're literally sitting around, like, be aware of your damn surroundings, like, what I'm saying? And then people have to be confident as well. You have to respect the fact that people do have preferences, and not get butthurt every time somebody says, what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong. Like the other night, perfect example. The other night, I was on a live with a brown-skinned woman. I think she's a little bit darker than me. And, this guy, he really likes her. He thinks she's super all that stuff. But on the live that particular night, I think someone asked him, you know, something about his, you know, what does he like in a woman or something like that. Somehow it came up and he was like, oh, I love me a light-skinned woman. I love me a light-skinned woman. But it did not come off problematic to me. And maybe because I already knew how he felt about the brown-skinned woman. Like maybe because I knew that he could appreciate any type of woman or you know, black woman. Yeah, I don't know. That's just like if I was like around a bunch of white guys and they said, would you ever date a white guy? I can say no, but I'm not gonna sit there and say no because you this and you that and you this. I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's called awareness. I may say something around my black counterparts and it's not gonna be racist. It's just gonna be like my preferences. Around people that I know would more than likely understand, but I'm not gonna say something around somebody that could be offended. Like, so that's what I mean with that. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, it's probably not right, but who's right? You know what I'm saying? So, because the first thing people say is, I can have a preference. Of course you can have a preference. Your preference is what I see you attracted to constantly. Your preference is every time you switch a girlfriend, she always looks like this. Okay, you got a preference. Now, if I ask you about your preference based off of what I see you with or who I see you with, then that's on me, because I'm in your business now. You didn't offer that information to me. You're just out with your person. And now I want to know all about you know what I'm saying? I have to be prepared for whatever it is that you say at that point. Not, you know what I'm saying? If you said, you could say anything at that point. I just feel like, you know, I just feel like you have to know what conversations to have with what people. Because we're not at a point where we're still at a very sensitive point, okay, within our community. Express your preference, but use some tact when you express your preference. I mean, come on. That's all I have to say about that. You know, I can laugh and joke and talk about how, you know, I used to enjoy light-skinned guys a lot more in my younger years. Like, when I was first dating and stuff, I used to want a light-skinned guy really bad. And then throughout the years, my eyes kind of honed in on the darker-skinned guys. I had a newfound, appreciation for them. You know what? No, I've always liked dark-skinned guys. It's just that, okay, I had a crush on this one dark-skinned guy when I was younger, but he used to play games. Anyway, I hope that made sense. Probably. Not sure. But express tact when expressing them damn preferences. What do y'all think about that? Or should you not have to, like, let me know? Last point that I want to make is that I think the reason that we keep the conversation going so much in our community is because a couple of reasons. One, systematic hate. We've been taught in a lot of ways to hate our skin, no matter what shade of black we are. And then on top of that is, I feel like a lot of us weren't taught properly all the different facets of black people, and, you know, where do black people really come from. And I think there were some really misguided lessons. I know I had some misguided lessons because I hated history, especially because I just felt like it was really a crock of bullshit. You know, when something just don't make sense to me, and when people make something so boring, like, there was not one class that I could remember that people made it exciting to learn about black history. Not one. So why would I be excited about it? You know, just because that's what I was, but it was nothing celebrated. I only heard horrible things about it. I think that's why I stray away from black movies. They just everything. It just seemed like everything be so low budget when it has to do with us, and it really like pisses me off. And I think that was the whole goal, to make us like uninterested in our own damn selves. But I mean, I'm speaking for me. Of course there are some black movies that I like, but everybody that knows me, any friend of mine, knows that I do not sit around watching like black movies, because it's depressing as hell. And that's not to speak badly about my people, that's just like what they portray. I don't like it. It's important to know your history, yeah, but what I've been taught is a crock of bullshit, and what a lot of people have been taught is a crock of bullshit. And I'm just now realizing that, and I'm damn 34 years old. So, you know, I said that to say, I just feel like a lot of times we just are so fascinated with our own people, because our people look so different. Like, black people don't all look the same, obviously. So I think that we just get interested, and I think that we just don't know how to address the conversation. And I think that we have to, I feel like we should be more open, and because some people are ashamed. Some light-skinned people are ashamed that they're, you know, some light-skinned mixed people are ashamed that they're mixed. Not all light-skinned people feel like, oh, I'm a goddess. No, some of them are legit ashamed that they are mixed. Just like some darker people are ashamed that they're dark or whatever because someone else made them feel away. Some light-skinned people are ashamed to be light-skinned for whatever reason. So it just comes like, and then they lie. They might lie because they're ashamed. Because it's also known that biracial people, light-skinned people, they feel like they can't fit in on the black side or the white side. So you hear that conversation. So some people lie when it comes down to what their race is, or what they're mixed with, or where they're from, or whatever. I have definitely seen that happen, and it's like it's very hard. It's very difficult. I don't feel like it's a conversation that we can't have as black people. I just think that we have to be more accepting. And, you know, whatever choices your parents, whatever choices people made before it came down to you, those weren't your choices. You know what I'm saying? You didn't ask to be here. You're just here. And everybody should, be able to live cohesively, and, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Confusion can come from so many different things when it comes to, you know, black people. And then sometimes people don't know what they are. You know, sometimes people don't even have parents. They don't have family. You know, they don't know what they are sometimes. So how crappy would it feel to not know what you are, where your ancestry is from, and then be picked apart for how you look on top of it. So that's not okay. You know what? Part of me wants to do an ancestry DNA test, but part of me doesn't. I don't know. What would that do for me? I don't know. I know what my parents look like, but anyways, guys, I just wanted to share my little tidbit. I know I done made like so many different parts of this video, and they probably all sound crazy as hell because I'm actually hungry and I had to go pick up my seafood. But before things get out of control, I just wanted to put this out into the atmosphere, and I hope people find it. And definitely leave your input down below. I don't think there's anything wrong with any perspective. I think leave your perspective, but always just try to be respectful and live your truth and speak your truth and say how you feel. If you're angry about it, if you're sad about it, if you're mad about it. I had some brown skinned girls say, thank you for making this video. First of all, every color girl was saying, you know, thank you for making this video, I'm not black. Thank you for making this video, I'm brown. Thank you for making, like, so that's what I really want to focus on, is those people who felt like, as a brown skinned person, or, you know, I want to focus on the good. I want to focus on the fact that by me speaking my truth helped other people, because they are lost, or they have experienced, you know, discrimination. That was very, very shocking to me. I mean, when I made the video, I was like, I'm gonna piss people off, I know it, but there was actually people that were like, thought the way I thought. That's why it's so important to have conversations and to speak up. So